Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you an American classic of egg salad. Now, this was actually really highly requested by a lot of you, so I figured I'd bring it to you. This might not have been a dish I grew up eating when I was a kid because I grew up in Italy for a portion of my childhood, but this is a dish I do love and I've come accustomed to, and it is one of my husband's favorite childhood dishes because he used to eat these a lot for lunches, so I figured I'd share it with you. It's very easy to make. You start off with some fresh eggs. I've got some eggs here. These are uncooked. Then I also have some good quality mayo. If you don't make yourself, get the best you can afford. It makes a difference. I also have Dijon mustard, chopped chives, granulated garlic, a tiny squeeze of lemon, salt and pepper. That is all you need. It's very easy. We're going to get going on making the eggs, hard boiling our eggs. And this is how I do it. It's very easy. I have a saucepan here filled with cold water. I haven't turned on my burner on yet. I'm going to put in my eggs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on, bring it up to a boil, let it boil for 1 minute, and then turn it off, put the lid on, let them sit in there for 10 minutes. That's all I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to mix together my ingredients here. I'm going to put a lot of black pepper because I like a good amount of black pepper in there. Now you can put some chopped celery in here if you wanted to. I know this sounds silly, but to me, chopped celery belongs in a classic potato salad, not egg salad. So that is my little tidbit on that. And just a tiny little squeeze of lemon, about half a teaspoon or so, maybe a teaspoon, just because I feel like it needs a little something sharp to cut that strong, sort of rich flavor from the mayo and the eggs. Now, this granulated garlic in there might sound strange and odd to you, but I promise you it makes the biggest difference, and it is just so incredibly divine. I'm just going to taste this. That is perfect. That is really perfect. I'm happy with that. I'm going to set this aside, wait for my eggs to come to a boil, turn the heat off, put the lid on, let them stay in there for 10 minutes, and then rinse them under really cold water until they are all peeled and ready to go, ready to be chopped. Now you can see these are perfect. There's no green ring around the edge, a beautiful golden yolk. Now, like I did, I just put them in there in cold water, brought it up to boil, boiled it for 1 minute, turn the heat off, lid on, 10 minutes exactly. And then I just drain them, and you can put them in a big bowl of ice water, or you can just run some cold water on them until they are completely cooled. They peel like a dream. I already started cutting some and putting them into my bowl with my dressing, if you would, and I just kind of cut them into little pieces like so. You can cut these as big or as small as you like. Now traditionally, egg salad sandwiches are made on good old white bread. My opinion, I really prefer to make my own white bread, for sandwiches, because I feel like I want the bread to be really good quality. If, however, I don't have time to make my own bread, and it happens often, let's be honest, I want to go and get the best quality bread I can get. And this is one of my favorites. I get this from Wegmans. It's got a really soft crust. It's not too hard and crunchy, and the inside, it's just really lovely, soft, still chewy, still has great texture. So that's the bread that I'm using today. But if you don't have if you can't make your own white bread, and I do have a great recipe on www.laurainthekitchen.com. You can always buy a really good quality bread, and you're in business. I'm just going to finish chopping all these up and putting them into my bowl. Get everything in there. You can see I leave mine pretty nice and chunky because I like texture. And you can see I don't make so much dressing or sauce or whatever you call it so that it's gloopy. I just make enough so that it holds everything together, because I think that's the difference between good egg salad and bad egg salad. Bad egg salad, when it's just so gloopy and it's so full of mayo that you can't taste anything else. I have a little bit of an issue with that. This to me is perfect. You can see that the eggs, you can still see the texture of the eggs. It's not gloopy. It's just holding its shape beautifully. Now ideally you want to cover this and put this into the fridge for a minimum of about a half hour just to really let those flavors kind of marry. But I'm going to make myself a little sandwich now because I can, and it smells amazing. Amazing. So I just have one large piece of bread that I kind of cut in half because this is a little bit of a pre-dinner treat. And then you can put as much or as little as you want. You don't put anything else on it except for egg salad. You can put a little bit of lettuce, some tomato on there if you want. But I'm just sticking with a good old classic, and I just love it. Look at that. I love how there's so much egg in there that is poking out. Let's get that out of there so I don't make a mess. But look at that. Look at those big pieces of eggs. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. That is, whoa, that is so good. So flavorful, non-gloopy, absolutely lovely. If you're looking for a classic egg salad sandwich recipe, by all means, I think you have found it. This is easy, it's simple, requires a handful of ingredients, and in my opinion, they're all the right ones. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get this recipe. Let me know what other classic you want to see next, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.